Captain Morgan's War Games. Good evening, and today I'm going to be doing my tail bases for my tail combat patrol box. I'm using the Army Painter Enclave Army Gainer ones, the Nick gave me. He had a video of these up, and I'm going to use these as my basis for my tail combat patrol. So first of all, I'm just going to give a little bit of a wash to the base to give it hopefully a little bit of depth. I'm not a painter, so you'll have to forgive me, but I am, but I do have to paint to play the army and on the tabletop. So this isn't a painting tutorial, this is just me showing you how I get ready, because I am not a painter and I never professed to be a painter, and I don't need tips because my condition won't allow me to improve my painting style. This is me just saying to you, this is what I do to get the base ready, and I'll show you the finished bases. And of course you can criticise. In fact, I can. You'll probably be kinder in your criticisms than mine, but that's fine. As I said, I know my limitations, and I'm never going to win best painted unless I have somebody do it for me, then that's cheating in my eyes. But that's another story. That's the conversation for another night. And I have been in that position where somebody tried to put me up for a painting award, and I'd had my army painted by somebody else, and I refused to be entered because it wasn't my army. It wasn't me that painted it, and it wouldn't have been fair had I been picked and won. So, but that's me. As you can see, it's just a quick. This is a grade Agrat surf shade, and I'm just giving it a quick. I'm just making sure that these get a decent coverage on there, so that when I do and then onto and all these, literally, there's nothing really. No, I will paint the side of the bases black once I've finished doing this bit. Once I've done the whole base and got the base. These are just brushes wise. These are just cheap ones from B&M, which is an English store, probably a bit like a pound shop. Just not painting brushes. But these are about £1 for 40 brushes. You can see, well, I'm just trying to get quite a bit of shade into these recesses is the idea, so that when I come to paint the surfaces, I've got a lot of surface, I've got a lot of the, and to give it a dirtier, hopefully a darker tone to what it is. What am I doing my colour am I painting? Some sort of brown is the obvious one, and that's what I'm going for. On the actual models, this is going to be like a dunes colour, so I'm hoping that comes out as contrast because it will make it my life easier. I don't have the time or the energy to do anything else. My condition is a muscle weakening condition. It's called myasthenia gravis, which means severe muscle weakness. As the day goes on, the weaker I get. So this sort of time of night isn't best, but I've got a granddaughter today, and this is the first time she's up having a bath with my wife, so this is the first time I've been able to really, and I didn't get up till late, so it was about 1 o'clock, and by the time my condition and my body allowed me to wake up. But then again, I'm not going to be sleeping very well tonight, and I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm very similar. Saturday night we'll have the granddaughter in our room, and just to give the stepson a little bit of a break and a hand, and then we'll be back, and then I'll get a big sleep in on Monday, because that's how I try to catch my sleep in, and on my work Tuesday, so I won't get any. Wednesday is boys' night, and then early Thursday, so Friday again will be exactly the same, sort of sleep, catch up on sleep, because it seems that I need to operate properly about 12 hours sleep a day now. Otherwise the body hates me, and hopefully the speech will stand up to this video. And again, I don't know what's what. I've got a couple videos, as I said, you'll see my this will be part of the TAL, building a TAL command box series. This is the combat patrol series. I will, of course, be doing a little bit more, but this is at the moment where I'm on that. You'll see me build each model, paint each model. So far I've just done the base spray on these, which is the brake bone, and then now I'm washing them. I'm hoping by the time I get these done, I'm not doing the big ones because I don't need the big ones, that the others will be ready to paint on, and I can take a different brush and we can see how I go. I mean, by the end of this session, in this video. I hope to see. We'll hope to see the bases finished. I can't promise, but I'm not overly. And you can tell me what you think of the bases in the comment sections. I would have done this live, but to be honest, live is harder for me. I can't keep on the phone, can't keep an eye on the comments and everything, but here, at least this way, I will get to see the comments are and be able to interact with you guys, because that's what I like doing. It's a limited space as well, so and maybe tomorrow I'll get a live and you can going and you can but if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do a get it dusted up and out, so everyone can join me and I can get a laptop and I can say and interact with you guys, because that's the only, and you can see, you can sort of be a hangout session maybe. Yeah. It might be that I can explain a little bit of what's going on. Which is good, because it helps to share, I think, sometimes, even if you maybe don't want to. Flying bases I can't do much with, but I will see if I can drill through some of these. Because it's the way it should be done, and as you can see, these are pretty good bases. I like what I'm seeing on them, and of course this gives me a clearer, like if I do all the bases here, if I expand my army, I can use these remaining ones and go from there. But or I can buy some more. Of course, there's the knowing what they are. I like these. I'm very grateful to Nick and his sponsor and the person who gave them to him to review, because I think these will go really nice on my towel, and I hope I do them justice. I've never, it's not my thing, painting, but I hope you're all doing well, and you will see these on the battle top, because we're doing more combat patrols. I'm going to get the demons, I'm going to get all combat patrols, and we're going to have a combat patrols against the Necrons. All the combat patrols should be on my channel, and one will be on Nick's at least, if not both, as well. I mean, but it gives me more content as well, and it allows me and Nick to show you all a wider range of models. I think I've probably said this before to people when there's been complaints about variety and stuff, but we are a small channel. We're in a region where we're not a great many players, and some of those players don't want to appear on channels, and also you've also got to be able to travel. And I don't drive, so most of the time Nick comes to me, otherwise it's expensive when I go to him. But I go to him as often as I can, to be fair, and this is ideal anyway. It's set up for exactly this sort of thing, gaming, and so it makes sense. But as I said, we're not a big channel. Neither, well, Nick's bigger than I am, and of course he's done it longer, and he's more used to what it takes to get the channel going. But I'm not too unhappy with where I am. But as I said, this is something new for me. But I'm hoping, by the time your TV end product, you'll be happy with it. I'm going to tidy it up, of course, every time I do it, but I'm hoping that by the time you actually see you'll like what you'll see. As you can see, it's quite a dirty-ish looking colour I'm going for on here, but I'm hoping that by doing that you'll see a brilliant, this will give a brilliant and make the actual models pop. It might not, and it might look crap, but we'll find out. And when I'm finished, and you see the finished article, you can tell me what you think. So this is the contrast. I've used them on my Oryx, this colour. I didn't, and it's Agara Students. So it gives them a sort of a sandy look, to be honest. That's a brownie, which is, but I'm hoping it's going to pop when I do my other one, the rest of mine. And as you can see, I'm hoping you can see, yeah, you can see what I'm trying to achieve, hopefully. There's going to be a lot more, because a lot of this will be tidied up, especially around the wires. You'll see that as I come along the wires. But there's a lot here that can be, and I've got other plans with this as well. So we'll see how it eventually looks, and you can tell me. This is the first one. It will finish up with the outsides of the bases being black and everything, but at the moment I'm just getting the main part of the base. You'll see I'm hoping a so I'm going to leave that one to dry for a minute till I can get to the wires and bits and pieces, and yes, the I'm hoping this looks as good as I see it in my head. It's sometimes that doesn't work, does it? You imagine something and you've got this plan and it doesn't work. But as you can see, I'm going through the bases as bit as I can. Most of it, the smaller ones are quite quick, and I'm quite happy because it's just a brush over. And then when I put the models on, and once I spray the models and then I get them on the bases, you'll see more. I'm hoping then you'll start to see a better end product than you are at the moment. I'm not saying it's not bad, it's just not. Until you actually see the you can see there's lots of pulling, but I can tidy all this up. They might be a tell, and the models will make these pop, I think, anyway. So I hope you like what you're seeing. You can give me, as I said, you'll see the finished article, yeah, and be able to comment on that. This you'll be able to comment on anyway because it's quite easy to. As I say, I'm not looking for any tips to improve because I don't think I can at this age with this condition. So, but feel free to and I will try them. But I can tell you now, my hands are getting tired, and especially in this car garage, even though I've got a heater on in the background and I've got this light on, it's not improving much. And I would say that some people think, oh, why am I spending crevice and you look normal and you look healthy. Well, my speech goes, if I speak too long, we might see it, especially at the, as this evening drags on and this video drags on. But actually, my arms, and especially my fingers, the fine motor skills that you on the hands go, but I'm expecting that anyway. And you will see I'm not one of those to moan. Or, I get on with it, and that it's not an excuse for my painting. Or trying to improve my painting. It's just that I know I haven't got the patience, you know, especially with this condition. People wasting my time talking on the phone. I'm very short with people on surveys or nothing but or something unimportant. And maybe I should, but considering I've got a limited voice, time before my voice cracks or goes altogether, I'm very selective about who I talk to on the phone and how long I talk to them on the phone. And things like this as well. It's one of the reasons I've not been doing many videos recently, because the slurring and cracking in my voice, I shouldn't be embarrassed. I can't help it, but it's the embarrassment of knowing what people. Some people will make assumptions if they don't know me, and I've had it before when I first came down with this condition and I was at work, and customers would look, and I thought, well, the customers can tell, my boss can tell, but he never seemed to say anything. And then the day it was really bad, and the book speech was being slurred constantly, and he I know when I was talking to somebody else, he was giving me funny looks, and I thought, well, you knew, and you and here's me thinking I was going mad and imagining that I was slurring my words. And it would have been nice just for that affirmation, and I might have gone and got help sooner. But even then, I was like, oh, when we come back off holiday, I need to go to the doctors because I'm slurring speech. And the wife was like, no, you're going now. which I thank her for. And I'm glad it's only what I've got. Some people have got worse than I have. But mentally it's very hard, because I work and bless my work, they can only put me where they can put me. It's the only position I can do, because I've got the tablets to give me diarrhea and that, so they haven't got many places they can put me, so. But it does mean that I get tired, especially tomorrow. 6-hour shift is right at the limits. I shouldn't be doing that many hours, but I ain't work needed to do it. I can't afford to quit. I can't afford to medically retire me, so it's a marriage made in hell or heaven. Yeah. But I enjoy the work, because at least when I wasn't working, and I didn't work for nearly it was nearly 2 years, I was, my mental health took a big hit. Because I can tell you, there's only so many series you can watch, and only so much PlayStation or something you can play before you get bored. And I wasn't in any state to do any housework, and even now I am very guilty, but I can't do much housework, and the poor wife has to, well, pay a cleaner, so actually it doesn't fall on her. it's things like scrubbing sides and anything with the upper body is weakens me quite quickly, which is a terrible thing. It's frustrating. And as I said, it's I think the biggest frustration is that, like last week, the week before last, first week of January, I had a week's holiday and I've been back at work a week, but it feels like I've never worked before. Like I'm a 60-year-old man and I've never worked before, and it just kills me. And it doesn't matter. I can have a day off, I can have a week off, and that feeling's the same. I mean, tomorrow, I know that by the time I get to an hour left in my shift, my hips and my groin will be absolutely killing me. It'll be like somebody's put a hot poker straight through to the bone area of those regions, and it's twisting around and yanking them around. But I come home, I probably cry for about half an hour, because that's all I can do. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about it. You just get on, you try and move on. It's basically all I'm able to do. But at least I'm working, I'm earning, I'm contributing. And I think that's for me actually huge. I'm just going to do leads and that now. I'm trying to think what colour to do it. I'm probably just going to do a layer of yellow or something. I'm going to use some other brushes. I've got to find them now, where I put them. It wasn't me. Oh, more buttons, look at that. Tons. You are the chosen. Where did you put the new? That's not one. But I could use them. That's not one. No, I could use them. All these stuff down there. Okay. I wonder where they went. Do I have a box over there? Might be in a box over there. Anyway, I've got a smaller one. It'll have to be that one. Let's see. Yeah, that's all right. That's fine. this is where it gets really difficult because I've got no rubber, very little, and as you can see, band go. Each pipe and again, could have probably chosen black for this, but part of my say personality is quite, I can be quite, even though I'm a quiet person, a lot of people would consider me an extrovert, and I probably have that to my personality. Somebody might say personalities, but just as a finish up, you can see where I am with the bases and ready for the combat patrol section of that. Come back for another video to see how they. Thank you for watching. If you've have enjoyed, please hit the like button, press the subscribe button and hit the bell button to stay up to date with all my content. Also feel free to share anything you've enjoyed. Remember, everybody knows the dice are loaded.